Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. It's gonna burn for me to say this. Coming from my heart, it's been a long time coming, but it been fell apart. I really want to work this out, but I don't think you're going to change. I think we supposed to go our separate ways. Stay in this relationship when it hurt, Diddy. I ain't happy, Diddy. We gonna have to let it burn. Smash that like button. When you're feeling they ain't the same with your body, don't want you to know. You gotta know. Party ain't jumping like it used to. The party ain't jumping like it used to. So we gonna have to let it burn. This is my confession. This is my confession, guys. Salute to everybody coming in the building. Smash that like button. We're surviving Usher's confession. And Usher, I'm going to sit there and commend you for your courage and your bravery. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to salute you for your courage and your bravery. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something that you've been living with for a very long time. Surviving Usher's confession. And if you're going to confess to something, Usher, going to Gayle King like this and squinting your eyes and giving us all these wonderful signs that we knew, things that you and Justin Bieber was enduring at such a young age. I'm going to stand here with you, Usher, and it's going to burn for me to say this, but it's coming from my heart. You know what I mean? Because it's been a long time coming. You and Diddy been fell apart a long time ago. You know what I mean? But you've been surviving Diddy Glover for the longest. You got this halftime show. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking forward to seeing you come out there doing all your little moves and stuff. You know what I mean? Usher, you're a strong, young individual that's been in the game for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And you had no problem telling Chili to let it burn. But come to find out, after doing my research, you was telling Diddy to let it burn. You was telling Diddy the whole time. Everybody just kept talking about, oh, he talking about Chili. When he was giving his confessions, he wasn't just only confessing to Chili. He was also confessing to Diddy Glover. You know what I mean? And for him to have the courage, like I said, to squint his eyes, soon as Gayle asked him, about the party not being the way it used to be. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Gayle asked him that, when Usher squinted like this and took his eyebrows like that, had the waves flowing, I said, oh, Usher about to make a confession. You know what I mean? And it took so long. We've been waiting for you to have the courage to come out to speak out against this man. You know what I mean? Because we are all surviving Diddy Glover, Usher. You've been dealing with him and playing footsies in the bed and cuddling and spooning since you was 14 years old. Usher! Surviving the fact that Usher finally got the courage to stand up. You know what I mean? Like Usher, you can't go around and tell everybody else that they got to let it burn and not let Diddy Glover let it burn. You know what I mean? You were 14 years old. It's okay. You know what I mean? You survived Diddy Glover. When some people going to come in and say, why are you making fun of Usher? I'm not making fun of Usher. Surviving the fact that I'm not making fun of Usher. You know what I'm saying? Even when y'all say that I'm making fun of Usher, look at how Usher's eyebrows is looking. He's saying, yo, you're not making fun of me. All you doing is highlighting the fact that he finally got the courage. You know what I mean? Usher got the halftime performance right now. Do you understand that Whitney Houston halftime performance is one of the greatest halftime performances I've ever seen in my entire life? Rest in peace to Whitney Houston. This is what Usher is up against, guys. This man is going to be performing in front of the world. So if he wants to let it burn and make his confession and let everybody know what we've been knowing, you know what I'm saying? That you were surviving Diddy Glover as a kid. You know what I mean? And because some of these child stars, they're not, when you're going through a traumatizing thing as a kid, Usher's just happy to be doing the Super Bowl. The man said that he never even won a grant, some shit that he's saying, but Gayle King knows how to get stuff out of people. Look how she had R. Kelly up there screaming. You know what I mean? When R. Kelly went up there on Gayle King and they made him look like he was throwed off, but Gayle King knows how to get things out of people. Gayle Kings know how to make black people really think she's still down with us. You know what I mean? So Usher went up there and made the confession. But it's nothing that we did not ever know from the beginning, Usher. We're going to support you. You know what I'm saying? Even if Diddy allegedly supposed to gave you, herpes. Everybody said that. This is allegedly. It's been going on. Imagine that Usher got to be up there performing and having an outbreak while he's performing in front of the audience and still being able to dance and move around the outbreak. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that he went through allegedly surviving Diddy Glover. You know what I mean? And that's very traumatizing. That's very traumatizing if this man really, 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 gave this man this stuff. Because see now he only can have intercourse when he's not having an outbreak to not pass it. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it's like now I gotta make sure I find other individuals that have the same thing, so I don't have to let nobody else let it burn. You know what I mean? I've been in that situation before when I was in prison. Well, at least I thought I was. You know what I mean? I remember I went to prison and shit. And I'm talking about this when I was in my 20s. I was a hot mess. You know what I mean? And when you go to state penitentiary, like you gotta take everything. They take blood, you gotta take all kinds of tests. Even if you don't want to know if you got an STD, you're gonna find out you go to prison. And they taking blood, not just those little ones. We want blood like a vampire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm up there, motherfucker. I'm scared as hell because I know I was making some bad decisions when I was a young motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as that motherfucker came back negative, I was almost disappointed because I wanted to call my kid's mother. We was together at the time. I wanted to call her and say, look, baby, we got it. We got it. So you better not be out there doing a motherfucking thing. Because we both got it. God damn it, we together forever. Ever, man. Ever, man. You know what I'm saying? But we are surviving Diddy Glover and the consequences and the fact that Usher finally squinted his eyes with Gayle King and made a confession. You know what I'm saying? And he talks about the party. He talks about the party. There's a song that Usher got coming out called The Party. A new song where he talks about whatever was going on in them parties when he was surviving Diddy Glover. Usher is up this motherfucker telling Gayle King that he is the party. Some shit like that. He's so traumatized from the party with these grown adults that he named himself the party. You ever remember when you used to say that, oh, I'm the life of the party, or come on, we about to go to the party? Usher is calling himself the party. Surviving the fact that Usher is calling himself the party. Where do you think he got that mentality? You know what I'm saying? That comes from Diddy Glover. Smash that like button, guys. We are surviving Diddy Glover and Usher's confession to Gayle King. You know what I mean? Y'all got to read between the lines. Listen to what he's talking about when he talk about the party. Listen to him.
Out of the pandemic, we came here. Yeah. And there was a promise that we would get back to normal the way we did before. But it was amazing and offered me something that I hadn't felt in a long time from my fans.
But Usher, could you have dreamed this big? Seriously, at 9 years old. At 9 years old.
At 9 years old, she's like, could you have dreamed this big when you was 9 years old? Think about it. He was 9 years old. She talking about when he was 9 years old. He got dropped off at Diddy's party at 14. She's asking him about 9 years old. Have you ever imagined that you would be doing the halftime stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? And they going back to when he was 9. But think about it. He was 9 years old and got dropped off with a grown man that wanted to continue to party. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't even had him and Justin Bieber. At 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, did you ever imagine that you would be doing a Super Bowl halftime performance? And of course that was his dream. But think about it. When he was 14 years old, he got dropped off at Diddy house. You know what I mean? And then his mind just started to become traumatizing. That's why I'm listening to Usher's songs. He's talking about music and songs that we thought was about other people. But it was really about Diddy. We are surviving Diddy Glover. Surviving the fact that certain songs that we danced to and we really enjoyed, we never even knew it was about Diddy. Surviving the fact that Usher got songs about Diddy. So I listen to the music differently. Look at this man's face. You know what I'm saying? Look at this man's face. Usher, we accept you. I told y'all I love everybody. I don't care about nobody's choices when you're a grown man. Usher's gave us great music, timeless music. You know what I'm saying? Since the 90s. And you make me want to lead a one I'm with, start a new relationship with you. He made you feel like you wanted to, you tell the new person that they wanted to make you leave the headache that they with at home and start a new relationship. Usher gave you confidence. He made you want to leave the one that you was with, that was working your nerves, that was putting you down, making you feel like shit. Usher gave you the confidence to tell that to your partner. That's why, listen, you see the earrings? Now, allegedly, Diddy got him these earrings. Allegedly, Diddy got him them earrings. You know your earrings supposed to be right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Or you even see the earrings up here. Usher got them in the middle. Usher got them in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And these are the Diddy got him these when he was like maybe 16 or 17. You know, with his birthstone. And for him to have a Super Bowl halftime performance, this is one of the biggest days of his life. Surviving the fact that he's wearing the earrings Diddy got him on the biggest day of his life. This man is about to go perform in front of everybody. They had to break down Usher's whole album in 12 minutes. All the music he got, he gonna perform that shit all in 12 minutes. With the earrings that Diddy got him. Yes, the earrings are wonderful. Usher, the earrings are wonderful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I wouldn't have wore them motherfuckers. Y'all can say whatever you want. This is my confession. If Diddy Glover would have got me these earrings and I ain't had to let him hug me from the front or hug me from the back, I would have wore the earrings too, Usher. But the fact that you had the courage to talk about the party and how the party ain't the way it used to, salute to Gayle King. Because Gayle King, like I said, when she make you feel like she's still down with the brothers and sisters, she make you just confess. Listen to how Usher just read between the lines on how he confessed it. This is crazy.
Offered me something that I hadn't felt in a long time from my fans.
But Usher, could you have dreamed this big? Seriously, at 9 years old. At 9 years old.
Even at 9 years old, the boy was dreaming that big. At 9 years old, he was dreaming that big. But being up there with Diddy at the parties, and he's trying to dream and everything, but you got to think about the stuff that had to been in this boy's face when he was surviving Diddy Glover. This is crazy, guys. I'm sorry for cutting him off, but I need y'all to smash that like button, and I want y'all to give it up to Usher, man, because I think he gonna kill the halftime performance. In my personal opinion, I think Usher gonna kill it. Cause you gotta think about it. When you about to perform in front of all these people, this shit is live. He could slip, he could fall. You know what I mean? He could have a memory of Diddy of pure survival. So the fact that he's trying to get this off his chest before he do something that he's been trying to do since he was 9, we gotta give it to Usher. We all been waiting for his confession.
Out of the pandemic, we came here.
Yeah.
And there was a promise that we would get back to normal the way we did before. But it was amazing and offered me something that I hadn't felt in a long time from my fans.
But Usher, could you have dreamed this big? Seriously, at 9 years old. At 9 years old. The thing,
you can.
You can.
Yeah, you can. And for the 9-year-old out there who is speaking in this manner, that someday he or she can travel the world. He or she will have fans. He or she will sing on stages. He or she will be greeted and recognized by incredible interviewers and curators and artists. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just say you can.
I do believe that.
Believe it. You just said it. Don't hope.
Hope is not a plan.
Hope is not a plan.
I do.
Belief is something that...
The thing.
See, and that's very powerful for Usher to tell us that we must believe. Even if you're surviving Diddy Glover, you still have to believe that things will get better. You know what I'm saying? And he continued to stay strong. And he continued to survive. And now he's doing something that mega stars do. I give it to Usher, guys, man. Everybody, smash that like button. Salute to Usher for his confession and his courage. Look at his face, guys. He got the sleeves cut off with the coconut oil, the baby oil all on. Gayle King is looking like, damn, I don't want to look at you like that, Usher, because I know you and Diddy, he probably feels some kind of way and whatever, even though y'all broke up or whatever. I just don't want to, you know what I mean? I just don't know. And Usher's just sitting there and look at him. He looks like he's so happy to get this off his chest. Think about all the blogs, all of the rumors, all of the alleged love affair. You know what I mean? Usher's been waiting to confess. And we just did not know that. The man don't want to get Diddy in trouble. Do you understand when someone allegedly grooms you as a kid, you still feel like you don't want to see the groomer go to jail? Usher don't want to see Diddy go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But the man has to make his confession. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy gonna have to let it burn. Bottom line.
About your music is people say it's great music to break up to, it's great music to make love to, it's got beautiful love songs. Yeah. So I'm sitting here talking to Usher, and I want to know for Usher, what's your favorite Usher breakup song? What's your favorite Usher makeup song, sexy song? What's your favorite Usher I love you song? So let's do breakup song first.
Wow. Breakup song? Big Sean. But it's a little explicit. I don't with you.
Yeah.
No, she's not talking about Big Sean, Usher. She's talking about you. A breakup song that's sentimental to you and Diddy. What is your favorite breakup song? And watch the breakup song he talking about. Watch the breakup song he talking about. And I know he's telling Diddy right now to let it burn. He let it watch. Because he's trying to get off the subject. He trying to, she said, what's your favorite breakup song? He said, I don't want to fuck with you. We not talking about Big Sean. She want to know about your breakup song. Surviving the fact that Usher's trying to duck the question.
Look,
but no, I want you to pick up. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about for you.
Okay.
Usher's favorite breakup song.
My favorite breakup song
that you do.
Ooh, my favorite breakup song was "Let It Burn."
Wow.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Wow. He said, "Let it burn." Diddy, you're gonna have to let it burn. If you think that this man that was 14 years old, that he's finally not going to say nothing. Yes, he may not go through with a lawsuit. He may not do none of that, did he? But he's going to let the world know that he was traumatized, but his dreams came true. The man is going to be performing at the halftime show. Bunch of men running around with helmets and things on. So it's going to be very exciting for Usher. So he not worrying about you no more. So you're going to have to let it burn, Diddy.
Big Sean. But it's a little explicit. I don't with you.
Yeah.
Look,
but no, I want you to pick up. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about for you. Okay. Usher's favorite breakup song.
My favorite breakup song
that you do.
Ooh, my favorite breakup song was "Let It Burn."
Let It Burn. Oh, yeah. I was going to say Confessions because I.
Well, that wasn't a breakup song.
Well, they gonna be breaking up.
Well,
when your side chick got one on the way.
When the side chick got one on the way, I mean, at least you're confessing, and she understands. She has to make a decision, right?
We know what her decision gonna be. Just like I like in the new album where you said, "I'm in love with the girl on the side. We both know that it's wrong, but it feels so right." I mean, even the lyrics to that. Okay. Yes.
And the whole time he was talking about Diddy Glover. The whole time, the man was talking about Diddy Glover. Allegedly, he was talking about Diddy in that motherfucking confession, all them songs. And just watch how Usher consider himself as a party now. That's how traumatized this man is. He considers himself as a party. Not the life of the party. He is the party. Diddy, this is just crazy, man. We are surviving the fact that Diddy had groomed these young boys into growing up grown men calling themselves parties.
I'm a professional and I love you. Okay, that's your favorite breakup song. Your favorite sexy song. Sexy time song.
Favorite sexy time.
Like, we're going to have a great time tonight. I mean, great.
Oh,
I am good.
I am the party.
I am the party.
Yeah.
That's
wow. I am the party. I am the party. This is what Usher is saying, that he is the party. Surviving P. Diddy's parties. Why would he call himself the party? You know what I mean? When Diddy wants to party with everybody. You know what I mean? Y'all got to read between the lines. This is his confession. You know what I mean? And Gayle King know what she talking about because the rumor's been out there for the longest. And Gayle King trying to, bait Usher in to letting us know about this love affair. We know that you don't want to tell on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? You were a kid. Okay, we get that. But you're a grown man right now, Usher. You can't just dance around the herpes. You can't just dance around the vowel tracks. This man scarred you. You know what I'm saying? And I get that you don't want to put him in jail. But this is your confession, Usher. This is your time. You are shining right now. Diddy got a dim, dark light cloud over him. You know what I'm saying? You are shining. You gonna have the world watching you in the next 2-3 hours. But I'm glad that you're confessing and letting people know about them parties. I really am.
Even the lyrics to that. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm a professional and I love you. Okay, that's your favorite breakup song, your favorite sexy song. Sexy time song.
Favorite sexy
Like,
time.
we're gonna have a great time tonight. I mean, great.
Oh,
It's gonna be good.
I am the party.
I am the party.
Yeah, yeah.
That's new coming out.
I Am the Party is the ultimate record.
Okay, and if you had to
He got a new song coming out. That's the ultimate record called I Am the Party. And allegedly, he's talking about in the song things that he experienced with Diddy at those parties. Usher won't file a lawsuit on him. They said he was trying to his peoples and all that kind of stuff, but he backed out of filing charges after Cassie's situation. So Usher is going to get Diddy back at singing. He's going to get Diddy back far as his talent. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say things to us in the music. Remember how Tupac used to be talking in his music? You know what I'm saying? And Tupac was giving us messages, and Usher is giving us messages right now. So if y'all don't believe this, y'all gonna have to let it burn, because I know Usher is letting us know. You know what I mean? I am the party. I can't wait to hear the song, Usher, because I know you're gonna be confessing and letting us know about those parties that we hear so much about. Look, Usher got a smile on his face, looking at Gayle, saying to himself, I'm so happy that you finally gave me the courage to speak out. I got a halftime show tonight, and I got to try to at least match out with Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston had the best halftime show ever. Usher got a lot of work to do. So for him to confess, you know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate his courage. I really do.
sexy time song.
Favorite sexy
Like,
time.
we're gonna have a great time tonight. I mean, great.
Oh,
It's gonna be good.
I am the party.
I am the party.
Yeah, yeah.
That's new coming out.
I Am the Party is the ultimate record.
Okay, and if you had to pick from your old catalog, what would it be? But I Am the Party is good.
Salute to Stacy. Just hit that super chat. Stacy said, I am the party. Surviving the fact that Stacy says she's the party. But that's what I'm saying. You know what? Like I said, I give Usher props because he's been saying stuff for the longest. And for him to go on Gayle King at a time like this, the same night of his big night, Diddy, people are breaking away from you now. These alleged victims, we already know Usher definitely had to been a victim. I'm talking about, you already admitted that he was laying, you used to be in the bed with him. Y'all used to be playing house, making like houses with the blankets and the sheets and stuff. That's pure survival. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy, guys. We are surviving Usher's confession. You know what I'm saying?
Do what you want, man.
That was Usher talking about his experiences at the top of the world with Diddy. And while his answer
And
there...
this is what Usher been saying. Now that he's finally got the courage, it made me go look at the receipts of Usher fighting, when he was trying to survive Diddy Glover. And he's been trying to say stuff. Now he finally got the courage. So I'm standing up with Usher. I stand with you, Usher. Surviving the fact that you finally got the courage.
And but do I regret it? For the fact that he wants to be called Cinco, right? I know that he probably has something with it. But
And then the man said that Usher said Diddy wanted him to call him Cinco. What the heck is a Cinco? That is just very disturbing that when he was a young boy, Diddy kept telling Usher to call him Cinco. Why would I want to call a grown man Cinco? I'm 14 years old. I'm just trying to be a superstar, and you got me calling you Cinco. Surviving the fact that Diddy had Usher calling him Cinco, that already sounds sick. And Usher's been trying to confess. Chili, I'm gonna tell you right now, I love TLC, but I'm glad that you backed up, because Usher had a bigger, fish to fry. You know what I mean? And you just kept coming with all your emotions when Usher was just trying to confess about what he was doing when he was surviving Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? And you kept thinking everything was all about you, Chili. You know what I'm saying? And you could bite a hand if you don't grow. You could fix your nose if you said so. You know what I mean? You can find all the makeup a man can make. But if you can't look inside you and you know what I mean, find out who you is, you can feel unpretty too. And Usher was feeling unpretty. And now he made his confession and he's feeling pretty again. But listen to how Usher had to call Diddy Cinco.
And but do I regret it? For the fact that he wants to be called Cinco, right? I know that he probably has some, something with it. But I'm like, hey, you know what though? Do what you want, man.
That was Usher talking about his experiences at the top of the world with Diddy. And while his answer there wasn't exactly direct, he alluded to regretting it.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
See? On why he won't, let's just say there's a lot.
You hear that? Salute to the 1,000 people. We got 1,000 people in the building. Howard Stern purposely asked Usher, would you send your kids to Diddy's house? And why did Usher tell Howard Stern no, that he wouldn't do that? When Diddy raised you, he was supposed to be like a father. He was supposed to be like an uncle. Why would you say you wouldn't send your kids to Diddy's house? Because Usher knew it was his confession. He's been confessing to us. Now the fact that he has courage, we got 1,100 people in the building, guys. Y'all got to smash that like button and share this video. If you don't do it for me, do it for Usher. Surviving the fact that we need to stand up with Usher. This boy got an earring right here. And Usher got an earring here and an earring here in the middle. None right here, none up here, none up there. He just got them in the middle. And they diamond earrings that Diddy got him when he was 15, 16. He still got the diamond earrings to perform tonight with the earrings that Diddy got him when he was 16, 15. The boy is traumatized. For him to still have the earrings that Diddy Glover got him, that's for Valentine's Day. Diddy Glover got Usher these earrings on Valentine's Day. And the man's still wearing them tonight. This is pure survival.
And but do I regret it? For the fact that he wants to be called Cinco, right? I know that he probably has some, something with it. But I'm like, hey, you know what though? Do what you want, man.
That was Usher talking about his experiences at the top of the world with Diddy. And while his answer there wasn't exactly direct, he alluded to regretting it.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
See? On why he won't, let's just say there's a lot he knows about Diddy that the rest of the world may never get to hear about.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know.
Well, this might be why Usher...
Now, did y'all hear that? Salute to Gene Deal. Gene Deal, that was Diddy's ex-bodyguard. That was Diddy's ex-bodyguard. And I know y'all know Gene Deal because he's been very vocal. Gene Deal has been a nightmare on YouTube Street to Diddy. Surviving the fact that Gene Deal is like a nightmare on YouTube Street. You know what I'm saying? To Diddy. Because Diddy Glover did not want his ex-bodyguards or none of them to come out. But like Gene Deal said, Usher and them already know things about Diddy. You know, this is just pure survival.
Let's just say there's a lot he knows about Diddy that the rest of the world may never get to hear about.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know.
Well, this...
Now, I'm going to let y'all hear it again, but y'all got to continue to smash that like button. We are surviving Diddy Glover. Y'all have to understand, we must meditate. We must stick together. We must support each other, one another. Y'all got to participate. When we're surviving Diddy Glover, y'all got to understand how real this is. Y'all thought it was a game. When I told y'all that the man got my food stamps turned off, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that he actually did it, but I believe he did it. When I started to survive Diddy Glover, I told y'all that my food stamps started to decline. My food stamps was losing weight. Do you understand what I'm saying? When your food stamps start to lose weight, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? My food stamps was healthy, and then they started to lose weight. My food stamps and my excess card, my EBT account started to get on life support. You know what I mean? And then the moment I go to the welfare office to go complain about my food stamps getting lowered, first thing I hear when I walk into the welfare office is, I'm coming, coming. That was the music playing. You know how they got music playing in a building when you walk in? And you're going to tell me I don't believe that was Diddy Glover doing? And then the caseworker, I'm sitting down, the caseworker had a ringtone that was playing, Mama always told me one day it would happen, but she never told me when. While I'm sitting in the little cubicle with my caseworker, her ringtone was a Diddy song. So you telling me I don't supposed to believe that Diddy Glover had something to do with my food stamps getting turned off? We are surviving Diddy Glover. You know, salute to T. Adams just hit that super chat. That's why I blame Diddy for my food stamp getting turned off. Because I ain't hear his music all that day until I went to the welfare office and all I'm hearing is Diddy music playing. And who has songs as ringtones anymore? We are surviving Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? So you know he has connections to reach down to a welfare office and get your food stamp turned off. This is a very powerful man. This is a very powerful man. And for Usher to have the heart and the courage to speak out against him, I'm supporting him. We are surviving Diddy Glover.
On why he won't, let's just say there's a lot he knows about Diddy that the rest of the world may never get to hear about.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know.
Well, this might be why Usher hasn't been able to say anything.
According to a man, he's saying that Usher gave him herpes and wants Usher to turn over his medical records.
Over the past couple of weeks and months,
You see that? And this is when the herpes allegations came out. And they said a man said that Usher gave it to them. And where do you think that Usher allegedly contracted these herpes? At the party. At the party. You know what I'm talking about? How would he know? And Usher didn't even have to sleep with a person, and they probably crawled up from under one of the girl's pants and jumped inside his pocket and crawled in his nutsack. I don't know how it worked, but we are surviving Diddy Glover. You know what I mean? Or Diddy may have introduced him to a room full of herpes and knew that they was in there. Who knows how his mind is when he's trying to control? This is allegedly, though. I don't know how he got it. I'm just going off of what I'm saying, and the fact that Usher is having the courage to speak out the night of the Super Bowl performance. You gotta give it to Usher, guys. We got 1,100 people. Y'all gotta support. Y'all gotta smash that like button, share this video, because we gotta get this message out here to our young people. Surviving Diddy Glover.
regretting it.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
See? On why he won't, let's just say there's a lot he knows about Diddy that the rest of the world may never get to hear about.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know.
Well, this might be why Usher hasn't been able to say anything.
According to a man, he's saying that Usher gave him herpes and wants Usher to turn over his medical records.
Over the past couple of weeks and months, Diddy has been called a lot of things, most of which were tied to the accusations that were recently brought up about him, but new reports have just revealed that the rapper may actually be much worse than we thought. See, the bulk of the stories currently making rounds about Diddy are based on how violent he allegedly tends to get with women. However, it seems he took his dark nature even further with men, one of those men allegedly being Usher. Yes, there have been several rumors about Diddy, but that conversation takes an entirely new direction when you bring up the fact that Diddy might have infected the No Limit singer with an STD. This isn't exactly the type of conversation you see celebrities having on podcasts, especially not one with eyes on them as much as Diddy, but there have been a couple of pointers to Usher being one of the mogul's victims. For starters, in all we've seen or heard about Diddy's lifestyle back in the day, it's pretty clear the man has always had some pretty wild indulgences. The type of indulgences no one would want around their kid. But do you know who went to live with Diddy as a kid? Usher. This points to the fact that Usher not...
Wow. And he went there as a kid. I believe everything. I believe everything. I'm sorry. Diddy, I'm not saying that you did this. But the boy really did come live with you as a kid. You know what I'm talking about? You really did allegedly have pajama parties. You had pajama parties. Everybody keep just think about these other parties, but what about the pajama parties? You was the one who helped Kid and Play had a pajama jammy jammy. Kid and Play didn't start having pajama parties until they talked to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I think that they talked to Diddy, and this is what made them start having, you know what I mean, the pajama parties. Y'all just don't understand how far this goes back. This is pure survival.
Mogul's victims. For starters, in all we've seen or heard about Diddy's lifestyle back in the day, it's pretty clear the man has always had some pretty wild indulgences. The type of indulgences no one would want around their kid. But do you know who went to live with Diddy as a kid? Usher. This points to the fact that Usher not only witnessed some dark things with the mogul, but that he also didn't say anything about it back then proves that he might have been an unwilling party to some of those things. The even more insane part is that Diddy may not have gotten the disease from another woman. We've all heard the stories about Diddy being a swinger on days when he's not interested in his woman, but it seems the mogul might have been involved in far more than just that. See, one of the reasons Diddy is even trending right now is that he'd been accused of forcing a woman from his past to get down with suits while he watched. However, the story's most recent twist has revealed that the rapper might have been doing more than just watching. It seems the story that was told by the victim might have been watered down a bit, because according to one of his own former bodyguards, Diddy was more than likely partaking in the action, and I'm not talking about with his woman. Finding out these new twists to the stories coming up about Diddy has left several people on social media shocked. Not because they expected more from a man known literally for the depravities he gets involved in, but because of the ripple effect those depravities have led to, one of which is now telling on Usher's life. You can probably already tell that there's much more to this whole story, so stay tuned while we run it down together.
Do you think this man had this woman search for online just for them to have with her?
When you're talking drugs, or the most insane parties, there are very few instances when Diddy's name doesn't somehow find its way into the conversation. The rapper, who's known by the entire industry for throwing the wildest and most insane parties involving evil, is also alleged to have had...
See, and they still talking about the parties. So why would Usher, knowing that these wild, insane, crazy parties, and I told y'all about the butt-naked gay vampires, that you gotta wear garlic if you don't get down with them. If you go to Diddy's parties and you wear the garlic, they'll know, okay, he don't got the, if you ain't got the garlic, you know how you gotta have a wristband and stuff like that? You know what I mean? If you don't want to go in that one room with the butt-naked gay vampires upside down, you gotta have your garlic on your neck. I keep telling y'all, it's pure survival at these parties. You know, why is they talking about the parties right now and Usher got a song coming out about the party? He calling himself the party. He's brainwashed. But the fact that Usher is confessing, finally making a confession, you know what I'm saying? We must support him. We must cheer him on at this halftime show because he finally found the courage to survive Diddy Glover. This is pure survival. You know what I'm saying?
Had some underage people at those parties. As if it wasn't already bad enough that he's involved younger people, one of those then young people, Usher, seems to have been at the receiving end of those depravities. But why would we even be talking about one publicly straight man giving another publicly straight man an STI in the first place? It must only mean that either one or both of them have been on the DL. However, only one of them has been repeatedly talked about in that light over the years. Many of the celebrities from the music industry have stepped up to expose Diddy, and 50 Cent was one of the first to break his silence over this matter. In a podcast, 50 Cent spoke about Diddy once offering to take him shopping, and the rapper cum film producer revealed that he didn't exactly take it very well.
And that's back when 50 Cent was already making his confession. When 50 Cent was being, sexually harassed. When 50 Cent was being sexually harassed by Diddy Glover, you know what I mean? Trying to take him shopping, trying to take him to Ross, trying to take him to Walmart, all kinds of stuff. And 50 was like, no, I don't want to party with you. I don't want to go shopping. You know what I mean? I don't even look good in that color. And Diddy kept just trying to force 50 Cent to go shopping. That is sexual harassment. And 50 didn't have to take it. And y'all wonder why he's coming out with a surviving Diddy Glover. Because 50 Cent was really surviving Diddy Glover. Y'all be thinking it's a game. I told you, it's one thing to be whatever you are. I don't care about your sexuality. But when you force it on somebody, you know that's very forceful. When you try to invite somebody to take them shopping. You really trying to groom a motherfucker. Like, imagine if a motherfucker ain't had no money, you ain't had no clothes or nothing. Diddy like, look, let me just take you shopping. You gonna fuck around and probably had sex for some clothes. That's pure, it's pure survival at this point. But 50 Cent's gonna talk about his traumatizing experience.
Yeah, this is Paul. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we go shopping? Shit. I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, fuck this nigga just saying.
In response to this, a fan tweeted, maybe they are both gay, but Diddy is more gay. 50 Cent said it. He said Diddy told him he wanted to take him shopping. Later on, Usher, whose mentor was Diddy, confirmed the news. He talked about a weird camp called Diddy Flavored Camp held all the secrets to Diddy's dark ways.
Puffy's place was just filled with chicks and nonstop, right?
No, not really. It was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Usher was only 14.
Look, he said it was curious. He got to see some things. He was curious. You know what I mean? He was curious. What kind of curious? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all do that shit. Bah humbug. But he was very curious. Like Howard Stern kept trying to get it out. He like, I know you was seeing some wild, freaky parties, orgies, all kinds of stuff. That's what Howard was saying. And Usher tried to minimize it at that time because he still was traumatized. He still was traumatized and not ready to let it burn. You know what I mean? He like, oh no, it was okay. He was minimizing it. But now he's speaking out, and we must stand. This is pure survival. We must stand with Usher. Surviving the fact that we must stand with Usher.
Dark ways.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and nonstop, right?
No, not really. It was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Usher was only 14 when Diddy took over him, and rumors say that Diddy was in a relationship with him. All in all, not only does this paint Diddy a closeted gay, but also the closest thing to a pedo. Diddy was also reportedly involved in gay parties and secret clubs. Not just that, he had been caught doing inappropriate activities with some of the biggest celebrities, males of course. And now we have one of the most important tells yet, Diddy's slip-up. The rap executive accidentally revealed that he and Usher used to wake up in the same bed. You can see how flustered he got afterward, even though he later tried to cover it up by saying they used to fight over cereal when they woke up back when Usher was 10 and Diddy was 24. We know better. Jaguar Wright is another person.
Look at that. Diddy, if y'all remember when Diddy slipped up, slipped up and said him and Usher was fighting over cereal. How are you a grown man fighting this little kid over cereal? You're supposed to let the kid eat the cereal. Surviving the fact that the adult fighting with a kid over cereal. Like, why wouldn't you let Usher get the Captain Crunch? But you wanted him, you wanted to teabag him before New Year's Eve, but he couldn't eat the Captain Crunch. This is pure survival at this point.
Tells yet. Diddy's slip up. The rap executive accidentally revealed that he and Usher used to wake up in the same bed. You can see how flustered he got afterward, even though he later tried to cover it up by saying they used to fight over cereal when they woke up back when Usher was 10 and Diddy was 24. We know better. Jaguar Wright is another person that has spoken about the true nature of Diddy's relationship with his proteges, one of whom was Christopher Williams.
Then the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in, and when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing on Puff.
Now we know Jaguar Wright doesn't let things slide, and neither does she lie. So we know that it was not really a mentor-student relationship. Even worse is the fact that Usher reportedly caught herpes from Diddy. To which a fan commented, "I've always wondered when Usher dropped his hit, 'Let It Burn My Confessions.' Did he know he had herpes at that point in time?" Another responded hilariously, "Usher is lucky it was herpes, not AIDS. Count yourself lucky, son." Seems like Diddy is habitual in distributing STDs like candy. If you thought that was the end of Diddy's gay stints, let me be the first to tell you it goes even way before Usher. Several weeks back, Diddy was accused by one of his exes of some horrible things she went through at his hands, and while the woman claimed he enjoyed watching her get intimate with male, it seems he was also getting down with those. In fact, that might even be how he got the STDs in the first place. Per the reports, the music mogul, who has been one of the most famous names in hip-hop for decades, was sued in federal court by Cassie, an R&B singer once signed to his label, who accused Mr. Combs of R and of repeated physical A over about a decade.
So he asked her to find male BBCs so he could watch her have intercourse with these men. Basically.
In the suit filed in federal district court in Manhattan, Cassie, born Cassandra Ventura, and who had long been Mr. Combs' romantic partner, says that not long after she met him in 2005 when she was 19, he began a pattern of control and abuse that included plying her with drugs, beating her, and forcing her to have S with a succession of male while he...
And that's why we got 1,300 people in the building, guys. We must all salute Cassie. We got 1,300 people. Salute to the 1,300 people watching right now. We must salute to Cassie because Cassie gave Usher the courage to make a confession. Surviving the fact that he's making his confession. It's Super Bowl Sunday. This boy is about to go on stage and perform, and he finally came out. Finally, you know, salute to Gayle King for giving Usher the courage. We got 1,400 people, and we are surviving Diddy Glover.
Filmed the encounters. In 2018, the suit says, near the end of their relationship, Mr. Combs forced his way into her home and RA'd her. Now, according to Gene Deal, Cassie couldn't have been getting those for only herself by Diddy's orders, while the mogul just watched the action go down. Deal seems to believe his former boss might have also been getting some from in the process. It seems this is where the claims of Diddy giving Usher the STD originated from. What's more, word on the street is that it was supposed to be a section of Diddy's late ex Kim Porter's book before she passed, a book that happened to go missing as soon as Porter was no longer alive.
Kim know all his deepest secrets. You understand? Kim knew why he was using the butt.
See, and listen, I don't know all about that, right? But I did do an interview with Kim Porter's alleged sister. I can't know for a fact if that was 100% her, but to me, I believe it was. You know what I'm talking about? And she was very outspoken and very vocal. If you want to see my Kim Porter sister video, get on my channel. It's on my channel, Kim Porter's sister video. You know what I'm saying? And she was confirming all of this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. I don't know if Diddy had nothing to do with it. But y'all been hearing the rumors. She had a book coming out. You know, and the book all of a sudden disappeared. The book disappeared. This is pure survival. We got 1,400 people. Y'all need to share this video and smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. We survive over here.
Originated from. What's more, word on the street is that it was supposed to be a section of Diddy's late ex Kim Porter's book before she passed, a book that happened to go missing as soon as Porter was no longer alive.
Kim know all his deepest secrets. You understand? Kim knew why he was using the butt.
Reports say the book was supposed to contain details about Diddy's gay escapades and how Usher's mom allegedly confronted the rapper for giving her son an STD after the then young singer had moved in with him. The stories don't end there. There are also claims that Kim might have had footage of Diddy allegedly taking advantage of Usher, but even that disappeared right before she died. Porter's house was burgled while she was out at the time, and while she had other valuables there, the only thing that was stolen, yep, you called it her laptop. What makes the likelihood of the bad boy boss giving Usher the STD is that only a couple of years back, the singer was sued for having transmitted an STD to another woman. But it gets even more messy, as there was also a man involved in the whole debacle.
He's responded to the lawsuit from the woman who claims that they hooked up a couple of times this year and that he gave her herpes, yes. She says.
The news, the woman who accused Usher of giving her genital herpes claimed her babies were stillborn because of the STD, while a man said he was exposed to the disease after having S with the singer in a Los Angeles spa.
Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online?
The claims were made in legal documents filed as part of a lawsuit in which the man and woman, along with a third woman, accuse Usher of exposing them to The man involved in the joint lawsuit claims that he and Usher had S in a Koreatown spa in Los Angeles. One of the women involved in the case claimed that she contracted the STI after she and the singer had S at least twice. She later became pregnant and gave birth to stillborn twins. She claims that her children's deaths were a direct result of the diagnosis. Usher denied each and every allegation made by the trio. However, the court documents at the time stated that he had refused to take an STD test. Usher's attorney, Zia Modaber, told TMZ, Usher will defend himself vigorously in court against these opportunistic claims.
See, and at that time, Usher refused to take the STD test. He refused to take the STD test. You know what I'm saying? And after all of what Usher been through, had to go through that, you know what I'm saying? Like if Diddy, like I said, I don't know if Diddy allegedly gave it to him. I don't know if Usher allegedly had it. But just think about all of what this boy been going through since he was 14 years old. We must support Usher. You know what I mean? He has a big night tonight. You know what I'm saying? He gave us great timeless music, and he survived Diddy Glover. So with that alone, Usher, I'm going to support you. I don't give a damn what you got. You know what I mean? But you got a fan of your music, you know, and a fan of the fact that you survived Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? This is pure survival.
And we will not comment further on private legal matters Diddy gave to him. Coincidence? I'd say unlikely, especially when there are other people with SUS experiences involving Diddy, one of which is Zebit. After having a fantastic night at his house, Diddy brought him out clubbing, and it wasn't until later that they found out this club wasn't like any other club they'd been to before. Instead, it turned out to be a pretty blatant gay bar. Zebit was obviously attempting to party and have a good time at the club when someone brought to his attention the fact that the men there were kissing one another. Zebit was stunned, but he didn't give it much thought until he saw another man dancing B*TT naked in the middle of the club. And not only this, but Zebit also hinted toward his very terrible encounter with Diddy when he got dragged into the party. Diddy dares to ask his victims about the girls too, and afterwards showed them what was the norm at his parties. After that, he even told a peculiar tale of Diddy saying some words about Superhead. What is the point of saying anything about any other person when they are not even bothering you? But this is Diddy, who always shows himself as superior to the younger rappers. And Zebit also admitted that right now, Diddy might have had an episode with Superhead. He said, "I guess he got some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. Still don't..."
Now look at that. Tell me why. Hold on, let me see this right here real
Zebit
quick.
also admitted that right now, Diddy might have had an episode with Superhead. He said, "I guess he got some prior incident with her that he don't..."
Now somebody tell me, why does Diddy Glover look like a fake Keith Sweat right here? Diddy Glover look like a fake angry Keith Sweat. Surviving the fact that Diddy looked like a fake angry Keith Sweat. Sitting up there, and he just can't take no for an answer. Y'all heard what Cat Williams said. If Diddy asks you to party, you just gotta tell him no. You know what I mean? And then if you tell Diddy no, he gonna come out like Keith Sweat. He gonna be like, there you go, telling me he no again. There you go, girl, there you go. I wanna be more than friends with you. There you go, girl, there you go. There you go telling me no. There you go telling me no. You cannot tell Diddy no. We are surviving not telling Diddy no. You know what I mean? And he got the Keep Sweat baby oil, got the couple of pubic chest hairs. This is pure survival at this point, Diddy. And I know you hate me. Now when I look at him, like when I look at his pictures, I feel like he looking at me angry like that. Because I know he be watching my videos. I be like, oh my God. Boy, if the feds wasn't watching, oh my goodness. And I told y'all, Diddy used to have the gay snipers across the street from my house. From across the street from my house. He had gay snipers, but we all got cool. I started taking them Monster Energy drinks up there. You know what I mean? I took them a jump rope up there. So me and the gay snipers already got cool. They not even mad at me. They just up there because they getting paid to watch me. We are surviving Diddy Glover. This is just crazy, man. But Usher, I'm telling you, I salute you having the courage, and I can't wait to see your halftime performance tonight. You know what I'm saying? And if you bust out nowhere and say something live on stage in front of everybody, the whole crowd gonna be uproared. You see how we uproaring about Monique? You hear Monique apology to Tyler Perry and Oprah, old ass Winfrey? You know what I mean? If you do something like that, Usher, it's going to make the crowd go wild. If you just say something about Diddy, you know what I mean, on stage, that'd be wonderful. And shout out to Gayle King for giving you the courage and just being there for you, really making us feel like she's down with our people and got you to confess. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you one thing, man, this is just so. You know, like I said, I've been waiting for Usher to say something for the longest. We heard now, Justin Bieber, we need you next. We need you next, Justin Bieber. You need to do a Gayle King interview or a Shannon Shay Shay interview, and you got to make a confession. You know what I mean? Get on Club Shay Shay, Justin Bieber, and let us know. You know what I mean? And we're going to support you, Justin. You know what I mean? That one song you got, that was my shit. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my intention. Yeah, these are my only intention. Yep, Justin, listen, I've been a fan, Justin Bieber, since you was a kid and you had the One Time song. I'm going to tell you one time. When I first met, your heart went knock knock. Your world is my world, and my fight is your fight. You're gonna be my one love, my one heart. I'm making time for you. Let me tell you one time. And all we need you to do, Justin Bieber, is just tell us one time. Tell us one time what you was doing and what he had you doing at those bachelor parties, those pajama parties. You know what I mean? And you were Macaulay Culkin young. You used to look like Macaulay Culkin. I'm not gonna front. And I know Diddy ain't just leave you home alone. You know what I mean? But you did have a Macaulay Culkin Home Alone type of look to you back when you was young. And Usher did drop you off over there. You know what I mean? Usher made friends with you, offered you candy and snacks and Snickers, and told you he's gonna put you in the studio, and then brought you to Diddy. It's a whole full-blown connection. And if Usher is coming out and making his confession, Justin Bieber, we're gonna need you to make your confession next. Because for Usher to go up here, it takes a lot of courage to go on Gayle King and let us know that he got a song called The Party, where he's going to confess everything in this song, Diddy. You know what I mean? You better stop this song from coming out. Because he's talking about everything in them parties. You know, and this is pure bone survival at this point.
Feet need hardworking.
Make sure y'all
That's
like and
for
subscribe to the
Keys for
channel.
healthy feet.
Because this is some real stuff over here. We survive over here.
Sexy time song.
Favorite sexy
Like
time.
we're gonna have a great
You know what
time
I mean?
tonight.
Yeah, tell Gayle King about the party, Usher. Tell him about the party song you got coming out.
So let's do breakup song first.
Wow. Breakup song. Big Sean. But it's a little explicit. I don't with you.
No, she want to know about you.
No, I want you to pick up. Yeah, I like that actually. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about for you. So
Okay.
Usher's favorite breakup song
My favorite breakup song.
that you do
Ooh, my favorite breakup song was Let It Burn.
is Let It Burn. Oh, I
Yeah.
was going to say Confessions because I love
Well, that wasn't a breakup song.
Well, they gonna be breaking up
Well,
when the chick, your side chick, got one on the
when
way.
the side chick got one on the way, I mean, at least you're confessing and
No.
she understands. She has to make a decision, right?
Well, we
Rather-
know what her decision gonna be. Just like
Yeah.
I like in the new album where you said, "I'm in love with the girl on the side. We both know that it's wrong, but it feels so right." I mean, even the lyrics to that. Okay. Yes, I'm a professional and I love you. Okay, that's your favorite breakup song. Your favorite sexy song. Sexy
Favorite-
time song.
Favorite sexy
Like
time.
we're gonna have a great time tonight. I mean, great.
Oh,
It's gonna be good.
I am the party.
I am the party.
Yeah.
That's new coming out.
I Am the Party is the ultimate record.
Okay.
You hear that? I Am the Party. Everybody stay tuned and make sure when that I Am the Party song come out, we all must listen. If we all must listen and pay attention, it's going to be a survival kit. It's going to be a survival map kit in that song, I Am the Party. He's not the life of the party. He don't want to go to the party. This man feels like he is the party now. You know what I'm talking about? And getting partied, where I come from, is when a couple guys team up on one female. And she's getting partied. You know what I'm saying? It sounds sick, but when I was young, that was like normalized. You know what I mean? Girls was doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And I, I used to be like, oh man, this is just terrible. Like, you mean tell me you're gonna sleep with all 5 of these guys and I'm gonna be your boyfriend, you out your mind. But it was a party. You know what I'm saying? And people was really doing stuff like that. And Usher's still stuck with the party in his mind. He wants to be the party. So I don't know if he's the guy and then Diddy got a bunch of, male prostitutes and they all partying Usher. I don't know. You know what I mean? But we must listen to this party song if we want to survive Diddy Glover. I know I'm going to listen to the party just in case somebody try to invite me to one of these parties. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. We are surviving Usher's confession.
Yeah.
That's new coming out.
I Am the Party is the ultimate record.
Okay, and if you had to pick from your old catalog, what would it be? But I Am the Party is good. But if you had to pick
Look,
from
she
your-
said, I Am the Party is good, but pick something else. No, but you can't make him do that, Gayle. He is the party. All he want to talk about is the party. You know
what her decision gonna be. Just like I like in the new album where you said, I'm in love with the girl on the side. We both know that it's wrong, but it feels so right. I mean, even the lyrics to that. Okay. Yes, I'm a professional and I love you. Okay, that's your favorite breakup song. Your favorite sexy song. Sexy time song.
Favorite sexy
Like
time.
we're gonna have a great time tonight. I mean, great.
Oh,
It's gonna be good.
I Am the Party.
I Am the Party.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's new coming out.
I Am the Party is the ultimate record.
Okay.
And we're going to wait for that ultimate record, guys. I appreciate everybody for coming on this episode of Surviving Usher's Confession. We're going to stay tuned. We're going to listen to this I Am the Party. Because I want to hear the signs. I want to hear what he's saying. You know what I mean? This is a very, very emotional time for Usher. We must support this man. You know, we must support his sleeves cut off. We must support the earrings that Diddy got him when he was 16 that he's wearing at the Super Bowl tonight. You know what I mean? It must have been very heartfelt for him to still wear them earrings after all these years. You know, Usher, I'm going to be waiting for the Super Bowl, and I'm going to support you. If you're new to the channel, everybody, like and subscribe. And this was another crazy, phenomenal episode of Surviving Usher's Confession.